Sorry about that. I know it's been a minute. I know it's been only about like 7 months since I've streamed. YouTube won't let me live stream because I lost so many viewers due to the pandemic. I'm just going to give you a brief synopsis as to why I stopped streaming. Drama, not and having to deal with assholes. I'm sorry for using foul language. It's not intended for younger viewers, and my hairy arm is getting in the way of the camera. I don't have my rig set up, my mic or my webcam, because I am moving. At the end of the month, I am closing on a house with my wife. I don't know if you guys know, I got married in the pandemic in September to my wonderful wife Karen. Those of you who make Karen memes, you're a dick. Because, yeah, I'm using foul language again. Because every Karen I know is a nice person. You're just a bunch of haters. You Karen me making tool bags. But I try to keep it drama free. And I try to keep it as chill as possible. And relaxing. I'm doing a drawing video today. And I got into this thing lately. I've been reading a lot. And actually, I've been doing a lot of audiobooks too. I know that's kind of cheating to some people because you're not actually reading, but you are still getting the same effect. Especially when I'm drawing, because you can't draw and read at the same time. That's virtually impossible. So I've been drawing some of the characters from my favorite books. And I don't know if you know or if you've read it by Anne Rice. This is my take on Akasha from Queen of the Damned. They made a movie of it right after Interview with the Vampire. Not right after, but a couple years later. And they included Akasha in it. And skipped a whole entire book called The Vampire Lestat. And they just... Hollywood can fuck up a wet dream. And so they decided to compile both movies into a hour and 40-minute movie. And meanwhile, there's so much meat and potatoes in that Vampire Lestat book, and they made it into like a montage of him, of Lestat singing rock music. He becomes like a rock star. I like the Vampire Chronicles. I haven't read one since the last one I read was Marius. I read Memnoch the Devil. This one, Queen of the Damned. This lady right here. She's like kept in suspension. Suspension, like it's like she's in trouble in school. She's kept suspended, like in a mummified state with her husband. I forgot the guy's name. And Lestat, Tom Cruise from the movie, which he actually did a decent job. When I first heard he was cast as Lestat, I was kind of pissed off. But actually did a decent job, and it wasn't a bad movie. This, on the other hand, was probably a D. If I gave this movie a grade. I'm throwing a lot of moons in her And there's your typical Egyptian Ankh. The cross with the circle on top, little boobages, and I'm throwing a lot of moons in it because it's a vampire, and vampires don't worship the sun because they die if they go in the sunlight. Yeah, Vampire Lestat, Memnoch the Devil. What else did I read? Marius. And there's a whole bunch of them I read. I think they did a book about Armand, which is Antonio Banderas' character in the first movie with Brad Pitt and what's his name? Tom Cruise playing the iconical titular character. Yes, I said titular. And he is like the main guy. You would think the guy that played by Brad Pitt would be the main character in the movies, but it's mostly it's mostly Lestat, and he does the guy that plays Brad Pitt. That Brad Pitt plays is Louis. He does little cameos here and there, but for the most part, it's Lestat, and she is a big character in this book, and it's a good book. Lestat finds her and her husband. I forgot her husband's name. Listen, I'm missing a piece of brain, so you got to give me a break. And if you really want to know the reason why I left YouTube and stopped streaming, it's because of the pandemic. I found out that my mother had it and my stepfather had it, and that day I decided not to do anything on YouTube anymore. So I took a big break from it, and they recovered. Despite smoking 3 packs of cigarettes a day, they recovered. Pretty much New York is getting hit hard again by the virus. Life is different. It's not like it was 2 years ago when I was promoting Black Forest. And I had to pack up all these copies of Black Forest that nobody bought. But there's no ill will coming from me. I can't force you to buy a comic book, and I am not going to grandstand and be a pitchman like the ShamWow guy. I'm not the ShamWow guy. I am social distanced from social media. That doesn't mean I'm off of it. I just don't like it. I got married. Big thing. I had a lot of things going on personally. I'm also retired, as we all know this, for about a year now from being a Port Authority police officer. But my brother is a Port Authority police officer as well, and he is getting in the beginning of all this after COVID season. I love that meme that's like of Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck when it says rabbit season, duck season. They joke around and say COVID season, ride season. My brother was right in the middle of ride season, and he saw the utter nastiness coming out of people. And I'm not trying to make this a political point of view, but I just don't like the way people act when they are in a mob mentality, and they, especially towards cops. I think I left at the right time. I don't like the fact that cops are hated so much now. This presidential election thing, don't even get me started. It's just like a shit show. I think it's all wagging the dog. Put on my tinfoil hat and get all, conspiracy laden. But today, today is the 1st of December. 'Tis the season. Ho ho ho. And I'm going to be on YouTube. Back again. I'm back today. It's been about 7 months. My kids are growing up. I'm married. I'm moving. My life has changed considerably. Yes, I have all my art supplies packed up in a pod in my driveway because I'm probably moving in the beginning of next year. I'm not telling you where I'm moving. I don't know what's going on with Comicsgate. I don't care. It's not that I hate Comicsgate or any of those guys. It's just that it became such a... How do I say it? A soap opera. I feel like it's politics. I feel like I'm watching CNN or like politics, the Comicsgate stuff. I don't even know if Comicsgate's a real thing anymore, or who runs it, or what it is, or what it stands for. But I have ideas for books. I had a few pages actually inked and colored for Black Forest 2. Then the pandemic hit, and I had to stop. I know I got my friends, my fellow YouTubers, my core people asking me to join streams and stuff at like 12 o'clock at night, and I'm passed out, guys. Sorry, Jesse Miller, my favorite pirate. Fedorable the Horrible, I don't know what's up with you. I miss you, bro. Tony Nasser, one of my favorite people on earth. Sadie, who is, I consider a good friend that I speak to all the time. Tina Tomazuski, who I speak to all the time. Creepy Little Book, mad love for you, bro. I really do. I love the fact that you are still cranking out videos and having subscribers just like come out of nowhere. You do push out some awesome content. Cecil, I don't know where you are. I haven't really been following any of these guys. EVS, no. I stopped following you. I gave you back your wrench. And just some people can be really nasty. And I'm gonna put it out there. The war campaign guys, they're okay, but they are if you cross them in the slightest, you're on their hit list, and they send out their sock accounts and their trolls and etc. Even though I dedicated an entire effing book to these guys and made the main character in the likeness of Rokabir Kumar, but yeah, I didn't get much of thanks for that. But expect more content from me, Mike. And it's December. Like I said, it's December. It's going to be the holiday season, and I'm gonna post on my Facebook. If you're not following me on Facebook, you should, because I'm gonna be doing prompts every day. And today's prompt is my create a book character, and I decided to do Akasha from Book of the Damned by Anne Rice, which is a goodie. It came out in probably the 80s, but it's a good one. So I don't have my rig. I don't have my webcam set up. Like I said, it's sitting in storage. I'm still going with my old school, listening to lo-fi hip-hop music while drawing. And you're not going to see my face. I just want to show you that I'm back into drawing again, and I got my groove back, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, it's not color; it's gonna be black and white. But if you want to, and if you're artistically inclined, oh yeah, and I forgot about like people like Kuzmeti. Kuzmeti's my peeps, and yeah, I mean, there's a few of you that are still there for me, and know that I'm okay. I'm seizure free. Thank you to the medication that I'm taking now and the surgery that I got in 2019. And let's knock on wood that there's no more health problems and that I'll be okay. All right, so just let me know how you feel about this Akasha that I did. I didn't copy it. I just went through like some fan art and got influenced. And yeah, and if you notice, I put some moons on her little crown or coronet or whatever you call it, and a snake, because a snake bites people, and because they're vampires. I mean, and the atypical Egyptian Ankh. It's not an exact copy of Aliyah, but it's something I'll be working on. I may keep it black and white. I may sling some colors into it, but expect more out of me in the future. And if you want any artwork of mine, feel free to just reach out to me, and I'll send it to you. But otherwise, yeah, happy 2020, people. Soon to be 2021, and just relax, everybody, because this is a stressful year, and it was very stressful for me. So, but I'm back. I've returned, and I've returned happy and on top. All I do is win, 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 win. And on that note, I will talk to y'all later. Peace out.